Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Sue Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota. And as you can tell, I'm not live today. Last week I told you that I probably wouldn't be. It's Wednesday the 7th, and either tomorrow or Friday, Tony and I are headed to Michigan for my nephew's wedding on Saturday the 10th. And I think we're going to make a mini vacation of it again. So I probably won't be home on Monday. So I'm recording this. So the first Wednesday of every month, I stamp with other demonstrators just to have fun, just to keep camaraderie. We have a good time, and we all work on our own projects and we chat. And so while I was chatting with two people today, I realized that what I was going to share with you today. In the annual catalog, this is page 3. See this little logo? It says Dist-INK-tive, and I'll read it. It says, distinctive stamps create different opacities in a single stamped image. I have always struggled with these. Early on, I was able to get them to stamp beautifully, but for the last, honestly, 2 years, I think it's been, I have had trouble with them. And this is something unique to Stampin' Up! We have it trademarked, so you won't see it other places. And I was really struggling. And I think our CEO used water with brushes or something. And then Anne also did a form of this. I think she used the blending brushes too. But let me show you what I'm talking about. And I'm hoping that you'll see the difference on the video. If you don't see the difference, let me know and I will send you a card with this in it. I specifically notice it with brand new ink pads. And this is one of the in color. This is Orchid Oasis, I think. Yes. And so these are the newest pads I have. And when you stamp with a distinctive, that just is not the look. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, really, but that is not what it doesn't look like. Let's see if I can get this in here. It doesn't look like the image on here or the image on the case. This is the artistically inked, specifically. And I had that marked in my page. This is in the annual catalog on page 105, if you want to look for it there. So what I learned is if I take a brush, let's make sure it's kind of clean, and take ink from, let me make sure you can see, take ink from my pad and just tap it. Tap, tap, tap. And I cleaned this, so I'm hoping it was dry enough. And then stamp. Let's try that again, because that still isn't the image I'm looking for. I'm going to dry it. Ink, ink, ink. Actually, I think I swirled too last time I got this one to work, because this is such a juicy pad. And then stamp. It's getting better. Still not the look I am going for. Let's try a different color. Maybe this one really is just too juicy. I did get it to work 10 minutes ago. I did test it. There we go. That's a little better. Can you see the difference? It looks like a photograph almost. Maybe not this image, but some of them do. Let's try another one. This was part of the celebration options. I'm going to switch out pads. I'm going to try Fresh Freesia. The fun thing about this one, it has the stem and the leaf and the flower. So I'm going to take Fresh Freesia and put it on my flower. Make sure I get the top of it. I missed that when I practiced earlier. And then I'm going to take Soft Succulent. And I do use a different blending blending brushes. And I'm going to put that green. You can kind of tell where it's going. And I can tell where there is ink. And I'm hoping that you will see the difference. Look at that. Now that, to me, is what it's supposed to stamp like. So blending brushes are the key that I am using to unlock distinctive stamps. How's that for language? All right, so I am going to make a card. This is the card we're going to make using the artistically inked. I'm going to keep it simple. If I had not put ribbon and embellishments and a die cut for my sentiment, it would have been a simple card. Simple stamping, as you know, defined by Stampin' Up, is stamps, ink, and paper. But I did step it up a little. Let me clean my brush off a little bit. Let me clean up my mess. I don't want to get ink everywhere. All right. I'll leave this here because that's the stamp set I'm using and that's the card we're going to make. Let's see. Gorgeous Grape. Blending brush. Distinctive stamp. Tap, tap, tap. And then I'm just going to blend it around. I'm getting better with my stamping, leaving white space too. I never used to do that. Look at that. I hope you can see that. Let me stand up so you can see. I can see what you're saying. Oh, sorry, a little close there. It just makes all the difference in the world. So now I have to go through all my stamps and see what distinctive stamps have I been avoiding using because I couldn't get them to stamp. I'm going to make a mess of my table here, but that's okay. It is worth it. You have not seen me use this more than a couple times, and this is why. All right, so that was Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to use Soft Succulent for my leaves, and I'm going to switch my brush and just use the double leaf and just brush it on. Might tap it a little, I don't know. So pretty. So pretty. The way it was meant to be, I believe. Alright, so we're just going to put some leaves around these flowers. Sorry, I was off camera. I'm just brushing it on. That seems to be working for me tonight. Brush, brush, brush. I believe we had a dahlia that was part of Stamp Celebration. I don't know if it was in January this year or when, but and that was a distinctive stamp, and I could not, I spent a lot of time trying to get that stamp to work. I will be pulling that out and watch for a card made with that now retired dahlia, because I think this is my trick. And these are just dots in Fresh Freesia. The Soft Succulent ribbon I'm using is actually part of the September weekly deals right now. Sorry, I don't remember the price. And they're not clearance kind of deals, but they are discounted. So, whenever I can save money, it's a fun thing to do. And get the quality of Stampin' Up products. Let's see. I think I do like that. What would it look like on there? Oh, let's do that, just for variety. And I'm just going to cut a piece of this Soft Succulent satin ribbon, satin shimmer ribbon in Soft Succulent. And it is 1/2 inch wide. It's very pretty. Satin is one of my favorite ribbons that we carry. Excuse me. To put this ribbon on, you can see I didn't put it all the way around so that I could tie it. I'm going to use some tear and tape, just a little stronger adhesive because I am using ribbon. And I kind of like where I have that, and I kind of planned ahead. So I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape there. And then I'm going to hold it. That is wrinkled. I'm going to put my sentiment over the wrinkle. I think I had stuff on my table here. And then this one's going to go here. And I'm going to adhere my ribbon down so that it doesn't pull you know, something should get in the way there. I'm going to put one side down, line it up so it's straight, and then just tuck this back, and the adhesive's already there waiting for it. Now I'm just going to use green glue, as we call it, because it has a green cap. I really like this green glue. You do have to learn how to, there is a bit of a learning curve, I should say. But once you get it, it is slick. I'm going to go back and stamp one flower. Oh, I wish I had an envelope. They're across the room. This is for the inside of my card. I missed a little ink there, which is okay. We will hide it with our leaf. Whoa. Soft succulent. And my ink. I'm going to put it right where. There we go. Right where I didn't put ink on my flower. And I need adhesive. So I would like to know, if you use Dist-INK-tive stamps, can you get them to stamp clearly? If not, give this a try, and I'd love to know how it works for you. Inside is just as beautiful. I'm going to use a hexagon, and that die came from the Beautiful Shapes dies. There's a series of shapes, so I could have put another layer behind it, but I kind of like it simple. We're going to use Gorgeous Scrape, and the hello is right from the stamp set. Stand up so I can stamp it straight. And I'm just going to use glue dots on that and adhere it right to the ribbon. So I'm going to put one glue dot kind of under the O and lift it up. Come on. Oh, it's being stubborn. There we go. And one under the H. And center it right over where I had that crease. And there's our card. Which one do you like better, the Soft Succulent or the Gorgeous Grape layer card base? This one is not. One more thing. Since I have time, I think I'm going to use one of my Angel Policy stamps. It says Made with Love. Put that there, and I don't think I have one on here either. I didn't put a layer on that one. I will. And there's our card for today. So, if you ever have trouble with something like a Dist-INK-tive stamp, let me know, and I will keep practicing and learning till we can learn together. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. I do expect to be live next week, so let me know if you have any suggestions or questions. I see one more thing, right? These are some embellishments called Iridescent Rhinestones Basic Jewels. If you purchase one of the bundles for the World Card Making Day, Stampin' Up! Is giving you iridescent pearl basic jewels, so they aren't quite as shiny, but I didn't have any of those. I think they're obviously more like pearls, and these are more like rhinestones. Just a little something to add to my card. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping. Bye.